Hello, hello. Uh, Welcome back to the Developer Strikes Back. I just got finished with a day of 100% Spark. And yes, mistakes were made. I'll go into it. Hello, my name is Potter. I'm a early retired cybersecurity professional. Got into crypto in 2021 and thought my life was going to be set, and then things happened. Greed got people, and I was a participant in a platform. It seems to be, it's up half what it was a few weeks ago, so almost half. But I gotta pay the bills now because I put a lot of stuff on pause on credit cards while I was waiting to be a team player. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk to you about what happened today with Spark. So my first run, I took Home Depot, pretty far, but I knew the area and I got done in like 45 minutes. And it was maybe, I think it was, I don't remember. That's the good thing about this medium. It was $22. So it was $22, and I was proud of myself. So I was going down Kennedy, and it was like, hey, you want to do a little quick shop? And not shop, you want to do a little delivery for some groceries? And these guys are always fast. So I was like, sure. Now, when you're in the gig economy, you know something called the third floor. It's always the third floor. Now, this person had a lot of groceries. And so I took them upstairs, and there was garbage out. Like, you could tell the person it must have been stinking, so they put it out because they were going to put it away in the morning. But I got there before they could put it out. So they had little ducks walking around there. And so some ducks that I even saw on their floor like came in, I guess, and were nipping at it, because if it was a rodent, it would have been like all over the place. But regardless, up, down the stairs, up, down the stairs, up, down the stairs, up, down the stairs. And it was chilly this morning. And so I did it. Then I was like, you know what? I don't want this person's stuff to be stolen. So let me call customer support and say, hey, I don't think that was a safe area to leave stuff. And the agent goes, oh, wait, this is all via text, by the way. The agent's like support agent for Spark. I'm so happy to help you, but you should not have done that. If this was a pre-ordered, the person has to be there to pick it up. I'm like, what? I've never heard that before. So I screenshotted it. I said, so let me get this straight. You want me to go and take all of that stuff back and return it to the store? Yes. I was so upset. And I'm like, okay, God's allowing it to happen. So there has to be some lesson in here, but I'm not feeling it right now. So don't get mad at the person, get mad at the issue, right? And that's what I try to do when I can. And so, but I was fuming because that was a lot of work, taking up and down 3 flights of stairs. And I mean, it wasn't like I was climbing the Empire State Building, but it's still 3 flights up and down, and up and down, and up and down, right? So I got it all back in my car. I didn't just throw it in there because I knew I was going to have to return it to the store. So now I'm in morning traffic, right? So I deliver it back to the store. But before I get to the store, at stoplights, I'm messaging the Spark people to say, hey, what do I do when I get to the store? Naturally, they go, what are you talking about? Because they don't have good notes. It's not good. I didn't know this until today. So the person I got who was brand new was like, "Oh no, this sounds horrible." I'm like, "The other person said it empathetic. Are you faking too?" And so, but she wasn't, or the person wasn't. So they're like, "We need to escalate this," because I described the whole situation to them, and that I was returning it to the store, and I needed the code to tell them. So I get to the store. Chat message So I go into the store. I mean, this is all going bad, guys, and this is before 8:30. But yeah, before 8:30, I remember. So no, I won't. I'll go straight to the store. So then I get in the store and I'm like, "Where's customer?" It was Walmart. It was a neighborhood Walmart. I'm really surprised how clean Walmarts are, by the way. And so he's like, "Oh, it's right behind you." I was like, "Thank God it wasn't a snake." He says, "Push the button, let them know that you're here." I walk over, nobody's there. It's just pretty messy. And so I go like this to the guy who sent me over there, and he says, "You have to press the button." And I turn around, I'm like, "What button? There's no button." So he walks over, he's like, "Oh." And so it's down. Regardless, they get on the intercom and call the guy. And now the guy who showed up is a guy who should be in customer service, period. He had an empathetic look. He was ready to hear it, but he still didn't give me the news I wanted to hear. He said, "Oh, I need to have a code from them before we can refund it." Then I told him what happened, and he was like, "Ooh," because I had already taken the snapshot and closed it out. I was just calling support just to say, "Hey, just in case anything happens with this order." So now I'm talking to the chat person who's the escalation point, and they're going, I called the customer and they said it's okay to leave it. I'm like, "You want me to go back to the customer for free?" So she was like, "Well, no, you can work it out with the store." I said, "The store said they can't do anything." So I realized that this person ordered that food and they wanted it. So on me, I just drove it back out there. Now, there were tolls too that I paid both ways. And then there again, and then back again. But not only that, I missed the exit because I didn't have a GPS telling me. So then I just start laughing out loud. I'm like an insane person. But it helped get me in the right mode. And so I knocked on the door. The woman answered. She was very nice. And she was like, "Hey, I'll help you take it out." I'm like, "You don't have to." She says, "I insist. That you've done a lot." I said, "By the way, I'm not getting paid for this." She said, "What?" But regardless, I didn't want a tip. Just wanted some empathy or sympathy, actually. Empathy or sympathy. Either one would have done in that moment. So loaded them back into her house pretty quick with 2 people, right? And then as I'm backing out, I noticed there's a box behind me that I still didn't give her. So I get the box and I run it upstairs. I said, "Hey, hold on." She was like, "No, just leave it on the stairs. I'll come and get it." I was like, "No, I'm bringing it to you." So I gave it to her and then I left. Then at that time, I was like, "You know what? I don't want to deal with people today." So Spark gave me a 19 drop-off order. It's just like one thing. So you end up feeling like you're Amazon or a mail person. And that's what I did until 2:30. It was like literally at 2:30, my cutoff point, right? And I got over the hundo, well over the hundo. And so on my way home, I saw another offer. I was like, "Ooh, I should do that one." And then my girlfriend called me. I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to call it a day, walk away." I don't know how I recovered from that because at one point I was working for like $6 an hour. So, and I was doing so good. I had like $40 in like 2 hours. I was doing great. I was going to have a banner day. So this is the stuff you get into. Now, what I was going to say when I cut myself off and started talking again about what happened was, I remember when I was a traveling consultant You would get on a plane, you would get to an airport, the plane would be delayed, your connection would be missed, and that you would take so many hours to get that done, especially when you're coming home. It hurts, right? Or you go to a hotel and they don't have your reservation. I did that in China. Okay, I went to the hotel in China, traveled like 36 hours, land, get to the hotel, and it's the wrong hotel, I thought. But it was the right hotel, I just booked it the wrong one. Can I tell you the level of stress that there is being halfway around the world and you can't get into your hotel room? So I was able to put this in perspective, right? This was painful, but I mean, stress and painful, and I can go through. I've been traveling as a traveling consultant from like 2012 to 2020. The amount of stuff that I experienced traveling or at a client or having to do, the difference is you're being paid the salary, and so, but you can't get it immediately. So anyway, that was my day. 100% spark. Mistakes were made, but I'm looking forward to getting back on it tomorrow to figure out a better way to do things. I mean, I learned so much, and that's, people think I'm going to get bored because of the things I've done in life. And I'm like, every day is new. And as I said in my last video, it's like you're the person, pushing the projector into a classroom, right? You got special privileges. It's not like you're in the AP class. It's not like you're on the, what do we call them, boom boom class. It's not like, you just get to go everywhere. So being a driver in the gig economy is kind of like that. And when I see the Amazon Flex people, I'm like, I couldn't do that, because basically you're a male person, right? That's really all you are. All right. So, and I ran into one. We were delivering to the same place, and I was like, oh, great. I called them a dolphin because you showed me where to go. So it was a tough morning, but, driving, it was beautiful weather, and taking my sweet ass time, so, but I nearly got greedy, and that would have ruined it. So I'll get back up and at it in the morning. Oh man, I had $40 in like a couple hours. It was like ridiculous. I was like, yeah, $20 an hour. Let's go. I'm going to rock it. I hadn't even got busy yet. And then fate stepped in. But I met some cool people today that if today had gone any other way, I never would have met them. They never would have brought a smile to my face. I would have brought a smile to theirs. I tested my integrity by not just going, screw that. You guys here, dump the garbage, dump the groceries in the store in a cart and say, you deal with it. Here's your name. I did the right thing and took it back, as painful as it was. And in the end, I feel like I got rewarded. Oh, I did get another one before that one that was really nice too. So I have clips, but I just haven't put them all together. So that is really it. I should have done this when I was saying that part about, the integrity, and, it was hard, but I have faith. And when you are upset, that's when you're being tested, not when you're having a good day. So I could have become incredibly ugly to everyone I spoke to in customer support, to the manager of the store. I could have been ridiculously crazy. And people would have felt, oh boy, do you have a reason? That's a lot of work to do for like $6 an hour. But then it changed into what it was. Sorry, that's a bag, oddly enough. I got a delivery from Amazon. So I'm just happy to share it. I did say in the last video, like, subscribe, or follow if you made it this far. Don't do that anymore, because I did that and we lost a subscriber. So if you want to comment, No need to like or subscribe. Like or subscribe. Whatever. Okay, just do whatever. Do you? And I'm gonna go get something to eat and drink and be merry. I love you guys. Hello to my Super 12. Appreciate you. You know they show up. But when they get bored, you know they're gonna leave 12. So I appreciate you. Thanks for commenting. Oh, did you see that one comment? This was amazing. I subscribed and didn't subscribe. Didn't subscribe. That was just a made up thing. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some laughs and to say, wow, I'm glad I'm not doing that. Or, maybe I won't do that. Or, hey, you got thrown a lemon and you made lemonade. That's what I'm hoping you're going to say the most. But if you don't, that's okay too. All right, guys. Get gone.